Hello guys and welcome back to the Mini Danger channel, and today this is a video that you all should be expecting. It's me answering your questions, or I should say one question. Like NST here, which by a big shout out, he's been looking at videos for quite a long time now. He's one of my first ever subscribers that actually came back. So I just want to say a big shout out to you, and hopefully we can get you a bigger account. So he's already at 1 subscriber by me. Let's get him to 5 subscribers by the end of the month. But anyway. Anyway, so his question is what will you do with £10 million? Question marks all over day, which is hopefully a good one. So if I get £10 million, then I'll probably use most of it for me, but then I'll use it for some of my friends for us as well, especially my mum and dad, because they'll be helping for me. And hopefully because of this, I can get better content, because I can have monitors. I can make actually good content. I can make different games, different speedruns. It'll be a great time, and then that means I can attract a lot of customer attention, and all of that is probably like only like a couple of £100,000. So the rest would just like go in my credit card details, and if I want to get something, I'll just get it. I mean, it's quite simple, but I'm not. Most of the money is going to I might give some of the money to charity, especially stuff like the coronavirus, because that's like stuff that likes to go down, and I probably said it maybe getting to monetize. Alright, COVID. So basically it's gonna be a lot of money, but I'll spend most of it on stuff that's good for gaming PCs and stuff like that. But there's one other story I want to do. Now, even though I said this is like a Q&A with one question, and there's only like 5 comments, which is actually very good with lots of replies, I'm actually going to show you another story, and that story is how I started doing the Impossible quiz. Now, this story is probably the most gangstering story I've ever said in my life, and probably I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't from luck. So I'm going to tell you right now. Imagine this: you're in a music class, and you're asked to do a PowerPoint, but the PowerPoint doesn't work. None of them does. So the teacher tries to fix it, and it doesn't come out until the end of the period. It's like a skive, basically. And you're bored, so you want to look at some games, basically. Now, there are quite games that I like playing, that's such as like the world's hardest game. But I remember in one class, there was this website called Tyrants and Unblock Games, which, of course, I know now. But I didn't really familiar with it. So I searched up Tyro's Unblocked Games and clicked the link, and there were so many games that I can play. World's Hardest Game, Balloon Battles 2, and many other more I just can't remember, like Unfair Mario. Like, it was pretty cool. But there was one game in particular that caught my attention, and that was, you've guessed it, the Impossible Quiz. Now, I wasn't really, back then, I wasn't really great at the game. I got back to question 80, the toner got me, because the computers, it was a laptop. So you didn't have a mouse, so that question was pretty hard, but it was still pretty fun overall. And fast forward a couple of hours when I'm at home, I started to search it up, and it turns out I can get it on my computer. So I started trying to do it legitimately, and trying to figure out what are the right answers and not. But it took me actually quite a long time than expected, because there was 102 and some other questions I'm not going to say. But after I'd done it, it was probably one of my biggest accomplishments that I've probably ever done. So, yeah, after that, I kind of stopped playing the game, but then after watching a video, I kind of wanted to get back. Now, there is this YouTube out there called Summering Salt right here, and his channel is basically about the history of Guinness World Records, and that's really what kind, because I love speedrunning. But the main reason why I like speedrunning is because I like the concept of a speedrun timer, or as known as a live split timer. Now, a live split timer shows you exactly how much attempts you've done on a certain thing, which of course is the Impossible Quiz, the time for each segment, and in each segment it shows you how long you got. It shows you each segment, and it's a pretty cool time. It shows you the world record, shows you some of the best segments, and I personally think it's a very cool thing to have. So look, and it tells you if you're losing time, gaining time, and stuff like that. Of course, I'm going to press the exit button, and to show you basically the concept of it. Basically, this is the main reason why I basically just really like speedrunning because of this right thing here. It's so fascinating just saying how much time they can spend. And even in a speedrunner, like even if it says 4 seconds, you think the 4 seconds is a lot of time. But in very close categories, 4 seconds can be a lot of time and can be really hard to get. But basically, like, it's just so amazing what people can do, basically. And that got me back into trying to speedrun the game The Impossible Quiz. Now, I actually didn't have a live split timer, funny enough, because I didn't know how to record. So I used my phone of a stopwatch timer. And when I started Impossible Quiz, I press start. When I ended, I press stop. Now, there is a sheet that I used to keep all of my Impossible Quiz timers, but it seems that I've lost it coincidentally. Wait, let me find it. Oh no, I haven't lost it. So you can't really hear it, but basically when I started, I can get times like 5:37 or 5:19, and slowly but surely it got all the way down until it got into the 4 minutes area. And that's when I kind of stopped. I grinded for a bit, but my time was then all the way down to a 4:51, where I kind of just like stopped doing it on my phone, because it started getting a bit, you guessed it, hard. But then after that, there's this website called speedrun.com, which I'll show you right now. And basically, it shows you all of the times around the world, what they've gotten in their Impossible Quiz timers, basically. And it looks really cool. Like, it looks so cool how you can find lots of videos of people doing speedrunning. And which is why I wanted to be a part of it. So I set it up an account. I figured out there was this thing called Express Pro Recorder, and I press accept. There's just one problem. The first couple of ones that I did, they were accepted. It was really weird because I didn't have what's known as a Pro Recorder, which means I can't delete frames. Which meant if you wanted my run, you had to go through it until the last part, which was a bit weird, I guess. But at the end, it actually worked out. I got a couple of times, and then I didn't realize I can actually post it into YouTube, which is why my first ever Impossible Quiz video was a 4 minutes and 52, because that's when I realized I can post it to YouTube. Now theoretically, it wasn't 4:53 wasn't the best, because my best was technically a 4:51 when I did the speedrun timers, but that didn't stop me. And then after my 4:52, I did some attempts and I got a 4:49, which is one of my most popular videos. We're getting 20 views and getting 19 views in under a week, which was insane for me. Back time, like, I had like, I don't know, 4 subscribers. I got 19 people, which probably most of them is the Impossible Quiz community watching what I'm doing. And that just made me push forward. I grinded more with my live split timer, and you can see those videos if you want to. But it kind of got better and better. And I started down, see my 4:49. I started around like 40th, then it went down to 33rd, 30th, 23rd, all the way up into the top 10. When if you just scroll up, you can see my name here. Now currently I'm on 6th. Hopefully I can get to the top number 1, but that'll take some stuff to do. And yeah, that's basically how I got into the game right now. It was kind of surprising because if the music teacher, if the computers or laptops worked, I would have probably never gone into Tyrant's Onslaught games or just done the work, and I would have never done it. I wouldn't gotten views. I wouldn't made like a career. I'm just kidding. On this, then it would have never happened, which is why when it did happen, I freaked out. So that's why I keep doing it. But basically, that's when I'm asking it. So that's Ines T question done, and also my question that I got in. Now, if you wanted your question to go in here, my next subscriber milestone, which I said is 25, if I can get it by the end of November or the start of November, and your is the most liked video, I will be answering that question. So NST was the only guy that answered the question, so it was default that he won. But people like Ines Tomlinson, I'm guessing that's your brother, I mean I'm not sure, or Nimple Nasher, you can try again. You just gotta answer a question and get all your friends and stuff to like your video so you can get answered. I don't think anyone's done this before, so this is the first time. But hey, that's going to sum up today's video. If you do like this video, make sure to like, right, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next